Hey guys, this week's project is going to be short and sweet, and I mean that both literally and figuratively. For this project I'll be making dango. Dango is a Japanese sweet treat mainly consisting of a mixture of rice flours. I'll be making the popular Hanami Dango, so let's get right into it. The Hanami Dango colours are pink, white and green. A quick Google search let me know that the order is actually important since the colours mean something. Pink for the sakura buds, white for snow and the end of winter, and green for the fresh leaves and vegetation of spring. So you'll want yarn in these three colours. You will also need some disposable chopsticks. I had this pair lying around from a takeaway place I don't actually even remember, but I also used some other items for this project. But as always, I will list all the materials I used in the description box below. You can of course crochet these in any order, but obviously at the point of assembly, colour sequence will matter. I began with the green because it's a bit easier to see on camera, and I started off with a magic circle and left a hole roughly the size of the chopstick's circumference, so I'd be able to feed it through later. Normally, when I move on to the second round of crochet stitches, I like to crochet over the loose end so I don't have to sew it in later. But in this case, I left it loose because this will be used later to pull the magic circle closed tight around the chopstick. In any case, I continued to crochet the ball. When I reached the halfway point, I started to decrease the rounds. I stopped short of the last couple of rounds as I wanted to show you how to get the ball onto the chopstick, as there's a teeny trick to it. So I pushed the chopstick through and using the loose end I left earlier, pulled the magic circle tight around it and then sewed that loose end in to secure it in place. I also used a rubber band at the bottom of the green ball as a temporary block so that it wouldn't move too much whilst I proceeded. With this first ball secured, I then stuffed it. Once I was happy with the amount of stuffing, I went ahead and crocheted those last two rows. This is the last chance to add any extra stuffing if needed before those rows get closed. Okay, so being amigurumi, I wanted to add some character to each of my little dango. So I went ahead and embroidered some closed eyes and a small mouth for my green little dango. With everything fully stuffed, I then tightened those last rows around the chopstick, secured it with some knots, and then wove in the loose end of the yarn. For the rest of my dango, I repeated the exact same steps for the white and the pink one. The only difference is I changed each one's face and I used some small safety eyes as well as embroidery. But I feel the faces give them so much character and makes them look even cuter. And also for the pink ball, since it's the last one, it doesn't need a hole at the top, so I closed that one up in the normal fashion. and lots of ways you can customize these dango, and for me I chose for my pink one to make it a little pig. So I crocheted a tiny little snout for my pig and added ears to the top pink one. Of course you can customize it any way you want because you are working with the pink, white and green. So you can choose to use the green and turn it into a frog and the white one into a bunny or a bear, but you know, the customizations are endless. These are what I decided to go with. Anyway, let's just carry on. I also went ahead and added some glue to secure the balls in place and added some blush around their cheeks as well. So guys, while you watch me finish up with the details and before we get to the reveal, I'd just like to say thank you for watching. I did actually make a second set of dango, or maybe that should be neon dango with a more muted color palette, so do let me know in the comment section below which ones you prefer, and of course if you'd like to see more then please like, share, comment and even consider subscribing. If you are feeling generous then also please consider buying me a cup of coffee on Ko-fi. The link to my Ko-fi page will be included in the description box below, and any and all donations will be greatly appreciated. Also, don't forget to hit that bell button to be notified whenever I upload a new video. Anyway, enjoy the beauty shots and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!